Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Eduyot Perek Aleph Mishnah Gimal. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss another instance where Hillel and Shammai argue, and Halacha is not like either of them, and that is going to be how much groundwater, Maim Shu'uvim, is needed to be posel a mikveh. Okay, so we know you need to have a mikveh needs to have 40 se'ah, 40 se'ah. Once there's 40 se'ah, you can add all the water you want into that mikveh, and it's not going to be posel. It's okay, right? The mikveh stays a kosher mikveh. But if before the mikveh reached the level of 40 se'ah, you add maim she'uvim, right? You add drawn water, you take buckets full of water and you pour it into the mikveh to complete the 40 se'ah, that would be posel the mikveh. Now, how much of that water is needed? If you put a little dropper, of water into that mikveh before it reached 40 se'ah, is that going to be posel? That's going to be the discussion of our Mishnah. So Hillel Omer Melahin Maim She'uvim Poslim et Mikveh. Okay, Rambam actually reads it like this: Melahin, right? It's usually it'll be pronounced as Melohin, right? A complete hin. Hin is a measurement of 12 log, right? It's about 3 log in a liter, right? So over here, it's like, milahin maim shuvim poslim et mikveh. So 12 log would be of drawn water would be posel the mikveh if you added that right to the before the mikveh reached 40 se'ah, the mikveh would be pasul. She'adam chayav lomar kishon rabo. A person needs to speak in the language that he heard from his rabbi. What does this mean? So Rambam explains that Shemayan al-Abtalion, that was Hillel's rabbis that he learned from, right? Shammai and Hillel both learned from them, as we saw Masechet Havot. They were both Gerim. They were both converts, and they had some, talk a dialect. When they would speak, it would be, some type of accent, right? They would have a different accent, dialect when they spoke, and instead of saying Melohin, right, which is how we would say it in Hebrew, they would say Melahin, and Hillel repeated it in the way that he heard from his rabbis because they would get him and they said it, so that's how he repeated it, right? Because Hayav Adam Lomar Kishon Rabbo. Then Rambam says there's actually a different way of explaining it. People read it Melohin with a chet, right? And the difference is between a he and a chet, they couldn't pronounce. He goes, but hakriya, the first way I read it and I explained is how I received this perush from my dad, Me'abba Marizal, right? Vehu mirabbo, and him from his Rav, Verabbo mirabbo, and his Rav from his Rav, Zichronam libracha, right? So this Rambam is saying, this is a tradition of how I understood this Mishnah. My dad heard it from his Hatam, passed down generation to generation, and that's how he explains the Mishnah. There are different pirushim to this Mishnah. You can look at it on the Mefashim, but this is how Rambam explains it. Shammai Omer, Hishat Kabin. Right? Shammai argues on Hillel, okay? And he says that it's 12 kab, right? Comes out to 36 log, right? So instead of 12 log, he says it's 36 log. Chamim omrim lo k'divrei v'lo k'divrei neither like either one. Ad sheba'u shnei gardiyim mishar hashpot sheb'Yerushalayim, until 2 weavers came from Shar Hashpot in Yerushalayim, right? At the most prideful, job to have, and coming from Shar Hashpot, right, from the dung gate in Yerushalayim. But you see, Chamim accepted what people came. It doesn't matter who they were. They testified, they spoke. Ve'idu mishem Shemaya ve'Abtalion. They testified in the name of Shemaya and Abtalion. That only 3 log, right? Not 12, not 36, 3 log. It's about 1 liter of water of Maim Shuvim is posel the mikveh ve'kiyemu et divrehem. And Chamim accepted, right, their words, right, of these 2 witnesses that came and spoke. And halacha is like them. Now, right now, I just point out how Rambam ends up saying that we start off the Masechet with areas where there was no machlok, where there was no testimony, right? There's no edut, right? Why? Because both is machlok between Shammai and Hillel, and halacha is not like either one in these first three halachot. And now we're going to continue. One is first to explain in the next Mishnah why we have to bring Shammai and Hillel if halacha is not like them. and similar ideas. And then we're going to continue in halachot where Shammai himself argues with Bet Hillel and Bet Shammai. And then we'll see the rest of them in the rest of the Perek, other halachot where Bet Hillel retract to teach like Bet Shammai, and then we'll turn to Eduyot, more testimonies throughout this Masechet.